All right, y'all, welcome back. Sorry about that. I definitely have permission to play those, but it was already muting audio and messing with the stream, so we just had to restart. I guess no beats today. I'll figure out what we got to do to get whitelisted or something for those. But yeah, we're back. TEW 9, 1972. Andre the Giant, local to global. We're back. We're back. Uh I didn't realize we played all the way to 72. Good for us. I mean, we're running monthly shows, so it's not insane to have gotten this far. But okay, so this is what I've got set up for tonight. We got Stu Gibson and Norval Austin. Ivan Putski and Roddy Piper on the pre-show. Putski's going to go over. Billy Graham and Jimmy Snuka. We're going to see Billy Graham win that one. On the main show, we've got Pafo versus Andre in a promo. Then we've got Baron Von Raschke and Dusty Rhodes. Dusty's going to be kept strong. Raschke's going to win with a tainted finish. The Mongols are going to get beat by Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee with a accidental interruption, an accidental interference. Ghetto Mongol getting hit by Bobby Heenan. For our main event of the evening, Angelo Pafo goes up against Andre the Giant. Andre's going to win that one. The Fuller brothers are going to lose to the McGuire twins on the post show. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into. I don't have any announcers. That's just something I don't have. So no worries there, really. We don't need them. Norval Austin with a 40, nice match. Wins with a diving headbutt. I might take that off of him. Give him something else. The Polish Hammer defeats Roddy Piper. Pinfall victory for Ivan Putski. In a pre-show bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Billy Graham defeated Jimmy Snuka by submission with a bear hug. After blatantly cheating. Good for you. Yeah, Billy Graham, 56. Snuka had a 43. Not bad, not bad. All right. Mr. Pafo struggled a little bit going off script. Andre getting better at his promos. Well, I had him do an intimidation. So that makes sense why he did well there. But the crowd got the angle, or the angle got the crowd. The crowd got the angle hotter. I guess both works. It works both ways. But the angle got the crowd hotter. Angle got the show off to a strong start. Dusty had a 72 against Von Raschke and benefits from a hot new move. The Mongols, forming an empire, has advanced in storyline. They're working on becoming some champs here. Jerry's at a 37, Bill Dundee's at a 40. So yeah, their whole situation with Heenan kind of backfired on him. Pafo was not eligible to complete. Oh wow, how big is Angelo Pafo? All right, well I should have checked that out. I guess a little better. Andre only had a 59. Angelo had a 56. And the McGuire twins, excellent chemistry. The Fullers have excellent chemistry. Billy was tiring towards the end. Yeah, fair enough. They're like 400 pounds each or whatever. I had to calm Robert Fuller down. He was upset. Benny almost injured him with a botched move. That's not good. We need these boys to be safe. If they're gonna be 400 pounds, you gotta be safer than that. I'm gonna big up Dusty and honestly, can I give Bobby Heenan? Yeah, I'm gonna give Bobby Heenan some some good praise. Dusty and Heenan. So we lost a little bit of money throwing this show, but I think we'll still be at a net gain for the month. Back in the day, especially, but even into the 90s, you'd want to have your show in the earliest you could in the month. So it's beautiful that we have that set up for us as the first Sunday, I believe, every month. Yep. And yeah, we do pretty well. Attendance has been up. We were stuck at 150 for a minute, but now we're surpassing that. Oh, these are my top attendances. So, all right, we're kind of stagnant at 150 then. June, May, April, yeah. Okay. 17 popularity here in the Great Lakes. Let me just check on my storylines. What's all going on? I know we've got the Mongols forming an empire and the managerial conflict, yep, between Heenan, Belois, Hart. And Joe Lewis is getting involved now. Maybe we should put the well, no, maybe not. Killer Khan, okay. All right. We got Baron and Blanchard, Lawler and Dundee. They've been WWE. Oh, they're current WWA World Tag Team Champions. Is that us? Yes, it is. They just took them off the Mongols. Okay, I didn't realize that was a title match. Good for them. I booked this months ago now, and it's been too long since we played some Andre the Giant TEW, so it'll be good to be back. 21 defenses over 727 days. Great work, Andre. The Fullers have had it, the Mongols have had it, and now Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee have the tag straps. Abdullah's managed by Gary Hart. Afo just lost to me. He's got very warm momentum. Von Roschke just won. He needs to get. Maybe we can give him a creative idea or two. George Steele creative idea is the only one we got. I know George Steele's expensive. He's got Gary Hart managing him. Okay, we got Jerry Lawler. The Mongols are managed by Heenan, so they've got their own storyline going. Who all is managed by Bobby Heenan? One other guy, Killer Khan. Okay, so he's just managing the Mongols right now. Gotcha. And Frank is managing the McGuires. So Mongols versus McGuires is probably coming up. Maybe I should throw the McGuires in, do the managerial conflict. We need some more guys in there that aren't just managers, right? Mongols versus Fullers, and the Fullers versus Baron and Blanchard were old storylines we had running. April to November. Near the beginning to April. Okay. So, unless we want to break this up into different pieces. Dula. Andre's not really in it anymore. Well, okay, he's managed by Joe Lewis. So yeah, he is in it. Fair enough. Locker room morale's good, not great. Killer Khan is isolated by a language barrier. Oh my. Okay. Sweet. I'm gonna make myself fucking ripped, dude. I'm gonna be ripped Andre the Giant soon. Fuller has morale issues from almost getting injured in a botch. Give a month off paid. Robert. First? Hero? What is it, honey? And we'll give a month off too. The next show's in 34 days, so I don't even think that they're gonna get paid anything. I think I just gave them a free month off, and it didn't cost me nothing. Girls. Puppy girls. Puppy. Hey, puppy, puppy. We gotta get these Maguires. Basics is okay. Safety's pretty good for Benny. Unless it's on the 47 side of that range. 43 to 88. That's a little rougher. All right, let's run it to the next show. Here, go potty. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. We're still simulating. It's gonna take me a second to get back into the booking mindset of the 1970s. I haven't played this save in a little while, but I'm excited to be back to it. About to give Andre the run of a lifetime. Damn Steamboat, no relation. I'm trying to think who I can. I don't necessarily need to bring in anybody. I probably shouldn't, right? I've got George Steele. I've got Abby. When we can afford to have those guys on the show, then we're doing pretty good. And we can't afford to have them every week, so there's no sense in bringing in any other big names right now. Really, we just need to grind up to the point where we're making money on our shows, and then we could probably run 2 shows a month. Once we're running 2 shows a month, the popularity is definitely going to go up. But it is a local to global's a grind, man, and it's tough to do with a stream, especially with how I've been inconsistent. But I'm gonna try and do more TEW streams more consistently going forward. So we'll get that going. I don't know how this music's getting me muted. Crazy. There should be no copyright on it. Literally made by my friend. But check him out. POI on Spotify. I'll plug his beats anyway because they're dope. Even if it's not letting us play them on the stream. Got about a week to go. Billy the Kid, not to be mistaken with Billy Kidman. That's just Billy the Kid, man. It's crazy as other than Roddy Piper. I don't know if any of these guys on this poster have debuted yet. I don't think Ricky's in the game yet. Steamboat would be the next to debut, and then probably either Honky Tonk or DiBiase. Then you'll have Brett. Then you'll have HBK. And then it's either I can't remember who would be last. Austin or Warrior debut first. I think it's got to be Warrior. Teaming up with Sting or something before Austin was making his way into the business. Got about a week more to sim. 6 days. Then we'll see if we made a profit for the month or if we ended on a loss. I'm sure we made a profit though. Unless we're really spending that much. I didn't check on my spending on merchandise. But I know we're upgrading. But I don't know if we're doing rapid or normal. We should be on rapid though. No reason not to be. Beauregard. I don't even think that might not be what his name was. Hey, Sputnik Monroe. Vile and hated villain inside the square circle. Monroe earns the designation as a good guy to thousands outside the ring. A referee, Lucky Sam. All right, cool. 1 day away. Robert Fuller and Ron Fuller return. We finished last in the Great Lakes. That's not great. Kevin Sullivan. Ghetto Mongol has risen to 275. Okay. All right. We made $142 last month. Beautiful. Oh, wow, we're doing conservative? Oh, shit, man. Yeah, that's not great. How much did we spend that was too much? We just got less sponsorships. Yeah, we lost $200 on sponsorships. Income. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, we have a little bit in the bank, so it's not like a huge deal. We're doing okay. So, let's see. Alpha was a manager without any clients. Heavyweight championship is not. Oh, yeah. He was too big in 35 days. That's just our last show. So, all right, cool. We can run it. Give the night off. Yeah, how big is Pafo? Oh, it doesn't give me a weight. Oh, yeah, it does. 225. Damn. Bro's practically a cruiserweight. All right, we'll give him the night off. He was here last week. Keep Rashke. I think we can give Dusty a night off. Dusty's great, though. Might want him here. I think we're going to go as slim as possible on this show just to try and get a decent cash flow going. Hmm. Open that up. All right, we're going to give Gary Abdullah the night off. George Steele the night off. We'll probably go up against Rashke. Or maybe we'll go up against Billy Graham. Actually. He's enough weight. Gonna give the Fullers the night off. I just gave him 6 weeks instead of a month. Bobby Bachwinkle's the ref. Joe Lewis. Okay, he's just a manager now. I did take him off refereeing. Dundee and Lawler. They probably should be on the show. They're gonna make their defense. We'll give Snuka the night off. I think we can leave it there. Yeah. Pick the best option. The sports page has been chosen. Okay, at the sports page in front of 150. Okay, so it's that's why we're staying at 150. We've been booking a arena that only gives us 150, which is fine. I think I gave one of my guys that's on my team the night off. Yeah, Gary Hart. Okay. Need a couple of these. Oof. Not that one. I'm not willing to take a big gamble on a character idea right now. There's been some talk backstage about how Benny Maguire is being influenced by Baron von Raschke, having begun acting in a similar way. Baron is a people person, Benny is stalwart. And that's all for the locker room. Let's do a team bonding session. I don't think there's anyone upset here. Oh, I was wrong. Frank's upset? What's Frank upset about? Whatever. Oh, he got removed from the inner circle. Yeah, I should have remembered that. Fair enough. You gonna complain about something like that? Whack as fuck. Alright. Andre versus Billy Graham. Let's see. Have we had this one before? Once before. February of 71. So yeah, we're gonna give Billy another shot. Billy's unhappy. Andre doesn't have the stamina. Billy doesn't have the stamina. About a regular 20-minute match. He's still upset. I'm sorry, brother, but I don't know what to tell you. I'm Andre the fucking Giant. Maybe I should talk to him. I don't think it's worth it, but yeah, I figured. Storytelling. Do I have any other? I need a wild brawl. No, I don't. I just need one storytelling. Okay. Dude Gibson's a ref. We'll do Dusty versus Khan. Got to get the Maguires used to running for a longer period of time here. Putski and Rashki. Team of foreigners. One face, one heel. They're all gonna struggle. Oh, it's just okay. So it's all called in ring. Oh, thank you for the redemption, Cherry Lamper. When your stamina's not gonna be long enough, you gotta you gotta hydrate. Um, so this is TEW. I don't know if you are familiar. It is a game of wrestling booking. You run your own wrestling company, and you if storytelling helps. Actually, that was not the problem. We just need it not to be called in ring. But you run your own wrestling company. You book all the matches. You determine all the winners if you wish. And yeah, you can basically run your own company. I'm on a local to global run as Andre the Giant, currently the heavyweight champion of my organization. We got some tag champs in Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee right now. They just won it off of Beppo and Ghetto Mongol. Beppo is actually Nikolai Volkov in the future, if that means anything to you. And yeah, we're booking our 32nd monthly event right now. Heenan, Valois. I think we can leave them off for now. This should be good. We just need to get some angles going on. Actually, we don't even need angles. But I want to do one with Dusty. And that should be good. Killer Khan is slightly overused, but that's alright. Killer Khan would be better off without Bobby Heenan. They don't work well together. Noted. We don't need him to have him anyway. Gary pinned Ghetto with a royal fish drop. The match was designed to tell a specific story. We got a 51. Pretty solid. Okay. 55 for our world title match. Andre and Billy Graham. And that's defense number 22 of the world heavyweight title. Billy McGuire was visibly tiring towards the end. We're going to get you in shape, Billy. I mean, you're still going to be 400 pounds, but we're going to get you in shape. Dress the locker room. Dusty and Billy Graham. Sweet. We lost a little bit of cash. Gained a little bit of popularity. Keep it moving. That's the name of the game right now. Maybe we can give him a bonus. We don't have a lot of money, though. Billy Graham's irritated at losing. You're 2 years into the business, and this motherfucker couldn't imagine losing. Like, what? What do you mean I lost the match? Billy Graham. Yeah, let's move it to our company. He loses to Dusty Rhodes just fine, but he won't lose to anybody else. Okay. Okay. I see you. Nice. George Steele is more over. Angelo Poffo is more over. So I have to beat Steele and Poffo just to get myself over. Keep myself over. Good. All right. Yeah, let's just keep it moving. Should be able to bring us into the next month here. And just, yeah, keep flying through. Yeah, I've got big plans for this promotion. I think Andre's going to hold on to that world heavyweight title for a while, like a long time. I don't know exactly how long, but in real life, his undefeated streak was over 7 years. Um, and as far as this in this game, when I took over, Andre was undefeated as of 1970. So he's yet to be defeated. Barring any kind of crazy thing like an injury that causes us to, call an audible, he probably won't lose for quite some time. Which, I mean, he's 7 foot tall. Just a huge, huge man, a giant, if you will. So, understandable. I want to start maybe in like close to a year, or maybe at the end of this year. Start to give Piper a push to move him up. Probably by 93, mid 93, 94, we'll start up another belt. We have our world title. We should have like a Great Lakes or like a regional title. That way we can have someone else carrying a belt other than just the tag champs. Because as it is right now, Andre's going to hold on to his belt for a while. He's going to be keeping that. Yeah, maybe I can bring George Steele in on the next one. We'll lose some money that month, but it'll be worth it. Maybe get a little extra sponsorship bonuses. For having a big star like that come through town. I could bring in the Sheik. The Sheik's had quite a run. He might be on, well, I don't know, we're 2 years into, almost 3 years into the game, so I'm sure the AI's made him lose. I'm going to check for some rookies, though. There might be some good talent I can get for cheap. I feel like that's always the slippery slope that leads me to having a bloated roster, though. So we're only going to pick them up if it's really making sense. Like if we can get Steamboat or somebody. Although I've had trouble getting Steamboat over in my other save as Roddy Piper. He's 29 and he's still in my developmental. Or well, I should say now he's in my developmental. I didn't have a developmental when I first got him, and I tried to push him, but it was it was a struggle, to be honest. He has good matches, but you give him wins and he still just doesn't get over. Real slow drip on the popularity, you know. I'm working on that one. I have a 50 in the Great Lakes, which is ultimately going to be where I move my company to. But currently, I have a 77 in Manitoba, which is where we started our company, where we're based at. And yeah, it's one of those things. You know, we are considered the largest company in the global marketplace, but being based in Manitoba is extremely difficult. It's the smallest province of Canada, and just being able to draw um, the amount we're able to draw, the biggest venue available. I've had to make all my own venues, and that's been a struggle as well. So, I mean, you do profit more when you make your own venues, but it's even then the amount of people you're able to draw is just so much lower in such a small province. We're gonna move out. We're gonna move out of Canada and into the Great Lakes of the U.S. in whenever we're eligible to do so. Girls, no, she don't want to come up here, huh? Let it go. Last regional. Joe Blanchard returns. Yeah, he was injured. Okay. Oh, yep, we're on rookies. Big John Stud. Waldo defeated him in June. Yeah, he might be worth bringing in. I know Big John Stud versus Andre was a big deal. I have him on my short list, so we'll keep him there for now. Bill Ash, Bob Orton Jr. No? Okay, honey. Bob and Buddy Lane. Hmm. Son of Wild Bill. Babyface tag team, huh? Hmm. I'm worried that they aren't gonna have a lot of upside. Experience is at 0. We could shortlist these guys. They're based in the Midwest. I don't want to have to pay for travel, honestly. Nick Slater, Don Bass. Dutch Mantel. I would be interested in Dutch. The McGuire twins defeated the Outlaws, so he's teaming with somebody. Ron Bass as the Outlaws. I'm gonna shortlist Dutch for now. Reginald Orndorff. Who are we? They're making people, huh? As long as they're not making new guys out of like whole cloth, I could take the fact that they're regenning some people. No, they're making new guys. Okay, maybe we should turn that off. Regeneration is disabled. Graduation. Is he graduated from somewhere? I don't know. That should be on. I don't really like it, but we can leave it on. Alright, so I don't know why it's generating new workers. Like Reginald Orndorfer, William McMahon, Travis Baker. We could bring Tony Atlas in. Hey, kid. Settle down. Nacho Barrera. Who's Barrera? Nachos. Alright. We'll move it along. We don't need any of those guys. We'll give Abby the night off. Give the Baron. Yeah, we'll give the Baron the night off. Billy Graham the night off. Frank. Who is Frank with right now? Mongols or Heenan? He's with Benny and them. Okay. We'll give Frank the night off because they're gonna be on the post show anyway. Roll away. Beppo Mongol has been stranded at the airport. Oh boy. Alright, so we only have Ghetto. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes character idea is good. God damn it. We need regular. Just a neutral character idea. That's decent. Hmm. See if we can get Benny and Billy to be friends. Andre's going up against Steel. Yeah, February, May, June. We should be alright to have a fourth match by now. I think they're both going to be tired from this, but that's okay. It's still going to be a great match, so it won't even matter. We can get them used to doing 20-minute steal the shows. That'd be awesome. Dusty has white hot momentum. We'd have Bill Dundee versus Ghetto solo. That might help him a lot. Yeah, they're gonna be on the post show, so let's do Jerry Lawler. We had Dusty beat Killer Khan last time. Hmm. Yeah, let's put Dusty on the show. Put him up against Pafo. We had that. Dusty defeated Angelo back in January. We do part 2 to that. Steele and Andre stare down. The managers are going to be going at it. All right. See who we can have the Maguires go up against. Snuka and Joe Blanchard. Benny's gonna pin Blanchard on the post show. Joe's my only road agent right now. Gary can road agent in a pinch for sure. Bobby Bockwinkel can also do that. I'll put Bobby in there. We don't want to call it in ring though. Actually, we'll call this one in ring. They need to learn. This is going to be the pre-show though. Cool. Bobby could have done better. Okay, he looked like he would have done all right. Match wasn't put together that well. All right, Dusty had a 71. He is kicking ass. The match was too short to be important in the eyes of our audience. Okay. Fair enough. Conflict storyline advanced. And we had a 62 in terms of performance. That is solid. That's number 23 of the heavyweight championship. I mean, come on. George Steele isn't involved in the storyline. I think he is. Maybe we got to fix that. Okay, fine. Vladimir is a major role. He is aligned with Gary Hart. Abdullah is aligned with. No, he should not be aligned with Joe Louis. Yeah. Andre is aligned with Joe Louis. Bobby is aligned with none of the others right now because his guys are. Well, who is he with? The Fullers? No. The Mongols or somebody. Yes, the Mongols. Sweet. All right. Well, Yeah, fuck it. Let's do one more show. Pretty kitty. This next show will be our October show. And then next stream that we do, we'll be able to look back at the year of 72 and see who was the top 500 stars and who gets all the honors and everything for that year in wrestling. That was pretty cool that we had Piper come up as our random. Dash Garcia. This is a weirdo. Beats his opponents with the wind up punch. That's such a weird name for the picture that they chose. This is why I don't like the user generated characters that often. And because they use a lot of names that are very like legendary wrestlers' names. It'll be like Dusty Flair or Roddy Rhodes. I've got a Robin Rhodes who is my cruiserweight champion in the Piper database. But he's really good, so it works out. And he goes up against Dusty. Him and Dusty have had a feud, and they tagged together for a couple of one-offs. I guess if it's a couple of them, then it's like they're like a 2 or a 3 off. But it's funny. He's good at promos. He's actually better than Dusty at promos in that database. Crazy. Maybe we do a tag match with the managers this time around. We could do Abby and Joe Lewis. I don't think Joe Lewis gets in the ring though. I don't know if I can get him to be active at all. But if we could, actually let me try and talk to him about that. If we could get Joe Lewis in the ring, that would be big. Bobby Heenan has handed in his notice and is leaving AWA. All right. Well, good to know. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Talk to worker. On screen, play by play. Okay, it doesn't even let me ask him. Oh, okay. 58. Sheesh. Yeah, no. He's not willing to come out of retirement. Fair enough. He's Joe Lewis. He's like, yo, you really want me to try and wrestle a motherfucker? Hell no. think we could get something out of Heenan, though. He's considered a major star. I could have done Heenan and one of the Mongols versus Jerry and Dundee last time, but that doesn't really advance anything for me. There's a guy stuck at the airport. I'm surprised that the travel is even considering that dudes would be using the airport at this time. I feel like mostly it's driving. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you get stuck at the airport. The air traffic controllers, man, they're taking their time off. Right. We're gonna be on the first today. This time. Today's the 30th. Saturday. Or no. Is it 31 in September or just 30? Alright, we have to have the Fullers back for this one. I think I'll sit out George Steele and bring Abby in. Heenan needs to get another big time heel. Maybe we could find somebody for him. Just the Mongols ain't cutting it. Yep, it is going to be on the first. Sweet. Muscular to ripped. Andre the Giant is fucking ripped, bro. Finished last. Fuller, Graham, and Luis all have issues. Made 350 last month. Look at that, man. We're making a tidy little 3-digit profit lately. Good for us. Yeah, I see why I have it on conservative now. It probably put me out of business to do normal. Not really, though. Maybe I should switch it up to knock that last half out. But level 4 isn't going to be. Level 5. Is level 5? Points popularity for mail order. Yeah, okay. So it's level 6 that I need before we could start earning our individual money. Maybe we'll upgrade. We'll take a loss these last few months of the year, just for tax purposes. Um, make sure anybody. Okay, Afa and Sika. Is Sika around? Sika, yes. I think we should bring in the Samoans. Travel costs covered. They're from the Southwest. Hmm. Lancaster. Big Jim. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's bring in Big Jim. Shortlist Afa and Sika. George, go home. He's doing great. Gary Hart. We need him. We want the Mongols here. I think that's fine. Arrested Putski last time. We don't need Snuka. Don't need Norval. Yeah, we don't need Putski this time. Nice, nice. That's a rough one. I don't want to play with a gimmick idea like that. Robert Fuller failed to show up for a scheduled meeting with his road agent. Give him a stern warning. Frank has been hanging out with Bobby recently, and it's starting to have an influence. Barron gave the locker room a lift as he unveiled a series of spot-on impressions of his colleagues. And we trained up Robert Fuller, Beppo Mongol, Roddy Piper, Billy Graham, Bill Dundee, Jerry Lawler, and the McGuires. Billy Graham came to me with an idea backstage. Good for him. Cool. Let's do an open forum meeting. Fuller got to talk about how he was irritated. Billy Graham and Frank Veloise all got to express their concerns. Cool. Maybe that'll help out. Abby versus Andre. Abby is unhappy. He does not really have the stamina, neither does Andre. Let's see. I talked to Abby. They haven't even faced off in 72 yet. Okay. Okay. Can we keep Abby strong? Stamina, stamina. Stamina, stamina, stamina. Alright. That should be fine. We need to start working on that so that guys can actually go for 20 minutes, steal the show. That is the cap on an all-out match, but I think it'd be good just for everybody to have that ability. Waller and Dundee. They can go up against the Mongols. They already been up against the Mongols quite a bit. Blanchard and the Baron. Or should we do the Fuller brothers? Let's put them against the Fuller brothers. They have hot momentum. Bill Dundee will win this one. Billy Graham's going to cheat one and get away with it on Dusty. Dusty is extremely unhappy. Yep, he still is. Okay. You don't complain about losing to Dusty. All right. Let's see. Post show, we can get the McGuire twins versus Barron and Blanchard. Piper and Pafo versus the Mongols. A tainted win. Who still hasn't been booked? Just the managers. Sweet. I want to make it so Bobby Heenan interferes in this one. Yep. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Dusty and Billy have great chemistry and it showed in their performances. This needs to be my main event. I keep forgetting about that. Let me see if I can check something real quick. Dusty has a character idea. Okay, so there's no creative finishes. Oh, this one does expire soon. All right, let me throw a creative finish on this just to try to keep it up. All right, Lawler and Dundee. Fuller's looking very stale. Yeah, this gimmick sucks anyway. Face heel tag team. Let me try something here. Comedy Swagger and Weasley Underdog. All right, we'll try that. Abdullah and Gary Hart have pretty good chemistry. The finish was a success, so that's good. Obviously, they were both tiring. Amazing face. Penalized due to stamina. Yeah. I wanted to see if it was saying that their stamina was getting any better, but it doesn't look like it. Bonus for going all out. Okay. Frank did some good work at ringside. Performance of Von Raschke really stood out. Nice. Okay. Increased our popularity in one region. So definitely Billy Graham and Dusty Rhodes for this one. An amazing match. Cool. Lost $500. We'll make it back. Oh. All right. Good stuff, y'all. We've been making a little bit of money each month. Not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I'll sim up and start booking the next show so that when we begin the next episode, it'll all be ready to go, just like it was this time. But we're not going to have as much of a gap between the episodes. I think I'll probably do one here next week. If I miss a week, we're definitely going to do one the week after. So we should be able to get another episode in here soon. I might be live later. I've been trying to set up playing this new game that I got, Teddy's Haven. It's about a medieval fantasy shop where you sell stuff. Um, Basically like a shop simulator, but with a medieval fantasy theme. But actually, it is a lot more than that. There's a bunch of harvesting and going out and about and doing little quests and stuff like that. So there is some fun stuff to do there. And we're going to check that game out. But until next time, peace out and thank you for watching.